there's a space within you that exists before thought. You know, like your mind, the mental construct that negotiates the world, okay, your world, which is, you know, linguistically coded or constructed, is almost like a big computer program that's developed over your life. You know, it's filled with all these different commands and ways of dealing with things. Okay, but there's something before that. You know, there's another space within you that exists before that, and for me, that's just pure emotion, and that can't be coded, that can't be put into words, that can't be, you know, it's not rational. But that needs to come out. It needs to be let out. You know, the truth of that for me is, sometimes you'll be listening to a piece of music and, you know, the music will just hit that one note and you're welling up all of a sudden. You have no idea why. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, that musician who's played that, or that composer who's created that piece of music, has spoken to you more clearly with 1 second of music than like a whole heap of words could have done to you. You know, it's almost like a language in a way that we do all understand, you know, the language of emotion. I love seeing people who can speak very well. You know, like I love watching a good orator. I'm really interested in language, but I find it frustrating sometimes because I can't quite get my point out. But with drumming, for me, it feels like more of a flexible language, something I understand and are able to use, you know, with greater versatility, I think. So it's just a way of speaking, you know, without using words. Technicality should always be subservient to musicality. Like all the skills that you have, they're just tools, all right? They're subservient to your emotions as a player. When you're on stage, you're playing then. You're not practicing anymore, okay? So you shouldn't be thinking about your hands, where your feet are going, this coordination, that fill. You should just be letting go. You know, surrendering to the music, letting it in, and let your emotions just drive you, okay? And if your skills are deeply enough embedded, they will just do what you need them to do anyway. I've always been a little bit obsessive as an individual, do you know what I mean? When I get into something, I get into something. I have to know everything about it, and I have to think about it all the time and understand how it works. But I'm also very emotional, you know. So something like drumming is the thing that's entertained my attention for the longest period of time, because you can analyze it to death for the rest of your life and still not come to the end of it. But emotionally, music is the great conversation, you know, and there are some things you can't say with words. Why be a drummer? You know, I had difficulties in my life when I was growing up, and you know, out of that came a lot of insecurity, and I think I was looking for ways to feel validated. You know, as little confidence as I had, I think I've always had a lot of determination. And you know, the determination was, I'm going to be a drummer one day. Sometimes my life when I was younger just had no hope at all, in any sense. You know, and I don't suppose I knew it at the time, but I needed something that gave me a reason to live. You know, it's a massive cliche, and so many people say it, but music was the thing that got me through. And that was where I would escape to. You know, I would listen to these bands, and like, it was almost catharsis by proxy. You know, it's almost like they're venting the emotions you can't vent. Maybe that's how the journey started, but now I'm here, and I'm, you know, a little happier, it's okay. But now I am, you know, you come to the end of that journey and you realise, oh, I'm a musician.